Hey, Kerry Knoll here, and in this video I want to share our latest greatest creation from Marketing Engines AI, which is called the AI SMS Sales Engine. And what you see here on the left is basically a form that can be put on your website in your sub account inside a high level that you can share with your customers and or clients for them to test drive the AI SMS Sales Engine demo. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fill this out on the left, and then what you see on the right is basically my Google messages or my text messages from my phone. I'm going to show you exactly how the SMS sales engine works. So here we go. First things first, we're going to fill in our name. Then we're going to make sure we put in a mobile number that is accessible to you so you can actually test drive this demo. And then you can put in any email address. And then here under industry type and the number one service or product, put yourself in your customer client's shoes that would be test driving this. So if you work in a specific niche or industry, you might want to use that as your demonstration example to test drive. Otherwise, you may want to pick any niche and or their product or service. So, this could be plumbing and unclogging pipes. This could be HVAC and AC. This could be swimming pool cleaner and fixing their water pump. This could be tree removal service and removing a big tree or stump. Something along those lines. In this case, I'm going to actually just use agency and missed call text back as the number one product or service. Then you must, click on the consent box here. I consent to be contacted by Vegas Tech Group regarding their AI SMS sales engine and other services that may be applicable via SMS and email. I also consent to their privacy policy, which can be found in the link. So check that off. Click this orange test drive the AI SMS sales engine demo now button, and then it's going to kick over to a thank you page. Once that happens, contacts being created in the background. It's going through a series of workflows in order to kick off this demonstration. So I'm going to switch over here to this tab inside of my contact for myself, and as soon as the first message is generated and posted, you'll see it pop up here on the left like it says over here. And then it's also going to show up in my text messages over on the right hand side, because this is actually my phone receiving the text message you see sent in the blue. So it says, "Hi Kerry, thanks for giving our ChatGPT Sales Android test drive. How it works: pretend you're a business who might buy from you. Note this is a demo bot which works in any industry. More customization is possible. Begin your experience. Reply with the word start." So we're going to reply with the word start. Then when this word start goes out, the system receives that. It triggers another workflow. And inside that workflow, we are communicating with ChatGPT. We're sending over information, basically the industry we put in and our number one product or service. So it knows what kind of questions to ask based on those two criteria. Now this is set to respond every 15 seconds or so based on after it receives your response. So you can speed that up or slow it down depending on how you see fit. In this particular case, it came back and says, "Great. First up, do you often get missed calls from customers or leads that go unanswered?" So we'll just simply say yes. Now we have to wait about 15 seconds for the system to process our answer. Again, this is set to 15 seconds right now. You can create or modify that value to be longer or shorter depending on how you want the demonstration to flow. You may want to keep it at this or make it even a little shorter just for demonstration purposes, or perhaps you may want to make it a little longer, like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or even a minute, in order for it to feel a little more realistic, like there's a real human in the loop on the other end responding to these answers. But since our answers are so short, I feel like the answers coming back from ChatGPT should be a little shorter as well, so we don't have to wait so long to get those answers back. Okay, so our next message came back. It says, "Appreciate it. Do you already use any system for sending automatic text replies when you miss a call, or is that something you don't have in place yet?" And we'll just say, "No, we do not have any thing in place. And this could be any type of answer, but basically some sort of negative response is best. Could have just been no. I like to give it a little more like realistic, what I would really say back, so that there's no miscommunication if I was talking to a human, right? I want to make sure they fully understand what my answer means, and that's just how I typically text message back and forth, right? But some people might just say no, or negative, or some other type of response that isn't cut and dry, or is cut and dry, but could be misinterpreted by the way the question's phrased, right? So I think that's important. So our next message comes in, and it says, thanks for the update. Are you in charge of making decisions about the new tech or service purchases for your business? And I can just simply say, yes, I am. Or I could have said, yes, I am. Or I could have said, I am. So we're just waiting now another 15 seconds for this response to come back from ChatGPT with the next message. And again, you can see and follow the flow over inside of your contacts under conversations or an individual contact. You have that information logged. So anyone who does demo the SMS sales engine, you can then go back and look at what questions they answered and how they answered them, etc. And you can see who did it, which is cool. Plus it captures their information for you to remarket to them through follow-up emails, etc. So it says, great. And this message is going to pop in here on the right in a second. There it is. Great. Thanks. Last question. Are your customers the type who expect really fast responses, or can they wait a while before someone gets back to them? And then it says, awesome. You're a strong fit for this kind of automation. So technically, it kind of threw all this together and says experiment over. It really should have prompted us to answer that final question before throwing the awesome, you're a strong fit for this kind of automation, then saying experiment over at the very end. At this point, we'd instantly send the lead to your CRM or sales team, book a call on your calendar, or live transfer the lead. And it says, want us to build a AI SMS sales agent like this for you. Book an appointment here, and then we have a calendar link. This link links over to my Vegas Tech Group calendar. So that is pretty much it. I just wanted to demonstrate that for you so you could see the power of the AI SMS sales engine and how it's pretty much an easy sell where you can just send over the lead form that I just showed you on this page back here. So if I click back, this form here, and it will automatically then execute what you see here on the right in text messages to the potential lead and or prospective client or customer for your business. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you for watching as always, and I hope you enjoy this. And again, this is now included free of charge inside of AI Agency Insiders when you join. It's also part of Marketing Engines AI if you so choose to go that route individually instead of joining AI Agency Insiders. However, since Marketing Engines AI is included with your membership to AI Agency Insiders, I feel it's in your best interest just to join AI Agency Insiders and get this 100% included for free. Otherwise, you can also purchase it individually, and there'll probably be a link below this video or on another page or somewhere else that allows you to buy just this engine a la carte without joining our AI Agency Insiders membership, and that will be available to you as well. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have any questions. Until next time, I'll talk to you real soon. Take care.